Now, you probably see Thomas a few times now. His daughter Emily kidnapped by Hamas on the 7th of October. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, good morning, Kate.
She just celebrated her birthday?
Well, we didn't really celebrate her birthday,
but
she had her birthday, on the
that's-
17th of November.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll see her for the next one. I'm sure you will. Let's talk. Let's have a positive frame of mind, but
Yeah, well,
let's
see
also
her for Christmas.
Yeah. We need to look back at what happened, though, with your emotional hell that has been almost unbearable. Initially, you thought that Emily had died on the 7th of October.
Yeah, we received unofficial notification that she'd been... 3 sentences I'll never forget. She's been found in Berry, and she's been found dead. And, as you know, I was relieved by that news.
That she had died?
Mm-hmm.
Why were you relieved?
Because I know the alternative. The alternative is worse than death.
Let me tell you, Thomas, that we had a hostage negotiator on earlier, and he was saying that hostages only work if they are kept alive. Mm-hmm. And he also says, from his experience, that those Hamas terrorists would want to keep people as well as they could. They would be feeding them, they would be watering them, they would be keeping them in as safe an environment as they possibly could. Yeah. Does that give you some comfort?
It does definitely give me some comfort, but we've already found at least one that I know of. As they were captive, they were kidnapped, they've been murdered, and they've been found outside the Shifa hospital. Killed in cold blood. Not in the heat of battle, not in the war, in the cold-blooded act of murder, pure murder.
We're hearing that potentially hostages could be released very soon. Mm-hmm. Give you some comfort?
We've had too many reports of the possible release of the hostages, so when you get that news, it's like you pray to God as hard as you can that she would be one of them. And then you just get crushed. You crash down. So, no, I have to keep my emotions on a level plane. The high is too high and the low is too low.
And I don't want to distress you unnecessarily, but I do want to illustrate for our viewers the sort of challenges that you are facing. There is a picture of Emily behind you. I don't know if you look at her at the moment or not. There's you with her. Was she Daddy's girl? Is she Daddy's girl?
Oh, yeah.
Was that her birthday?
Yeah, that was her seventh birthday.
Beautiful little girl.
Yeah, angelic. And very photogenic, funny enough.
She really is. She obviously takes after her daddy.
No, I'm not photogenic at all.
Tell me how you spend your days at the moment.
Doing this, speaking to anyone who will listen. Whatever I can do to get Emily back, I'm doing. I have a little team that helped me along the way, and they're always worried that I'm gonna fall down soon, but I don't care. Whatever Emily's going through, this is nothing. So I will continue until I drop.
Are you sleeping?
Yeah, very disrupted with nightmares. But yeah, I'm exhausted at the end of the day. So I just, my head hits the pillow and I'm out. But within an hour or two, I have a nightmare and I get up, go back again.
Can you take us back to when you last saw your lovely little girl?
Yeah, that was the night of the 6th, the evening. We had the evening meal in our communal dining room.
Friday night.
Friday night, yeah. We had our meal, and we have another family that's very close to us, Raya's family. My ex-wife and our kids, never mind, I gave them too much details. We had evening meal together with another family, and after the meal, Emily came out and said, "Is it all right if I go and do a sleepover at Hila?" I said, "Yeah, of course, no problem." I'm a single father, and it just gave me a chance to breathe and relax for an evening.
The next morning, what were you told?
Next morning, all hell broke loose that morning. About 6:30 in the morning for me. Heavy bombardment of rockets from Gaza. It's our norm for the last 20 years. I just got out of my normal bed, went into the bomb shelter. You just wait for the bombing to stop. Wait a certain period of time, and then you come out and you go about your normal day. Like no trauma, no panic, just another day in Be'eri. But this was definitely different that morning. You could sense it was something different. I was in the mad, and I could hear distant gunfire, single shots, toot, 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 toot. Rapid automatic fire, and RPGs. But it was the other side of the kibbutz on the way to Gaza, on the opposite side. But very quickly, it got closer and closer and spread all around us. There was about minimum 400 terrorists running wild through our kibbutz, killing, shooting.
You obviously ran to where you thought Emily would be.
No. If I ran out, I'd be shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you manage to get to where you thought she would be sheltering?
Sorry again?
When did you manage to go to where you thought Emily would be sheltering and then realise that she wasn't there?
No, I didn't do that. I stayed in my shelter. I'm a smoker, unfortunately, but I went to the back of my house, opened the window and tried to have a cigarette, and within minutes there was bullets flying over my head. I went, "Oh my God, no, this is a bad idea." No, there was no getting out of my house. I could not go and rescue her.
That must have been so, you must have been tormented by that, knowing that your little girl was just there and there was all of this threat around you.
Yeah, she was about, Raya's house was about 200 metres away, but no. I had two decisions to make, and the whole day you thought like a computer processor where it's binary, this or that, this or that, this or that. That was your whole day. So I thought, should I go? I have to go and get her. But I knew I'd be killed. Only a slim chance of getting through to her. So if I went to get her and I'm shot, now she's an orphan. I had to hope and pray that wherever she was, she would be safe. She would be one of the other lucky ones as well. But, yeah, that was my thought process at the time.
Were you told about what happened, under what circumstances she was taken?
At first, like you said earlier, she was reported dead, but it was mistaken identity, let's say, in the chaos. You can imagine the chaos that day. Finally, the soldiers got us out, got us away to safety. It was only on the 30th that the army came and gave me an official report that they haven't found anybody, any parts of body, any DNA, any blood of Emily. So the probability was that she was kidnapped. You know, it was either you were dead or kidnapped. And then a few days later, just through talking to people on the kibbutz, we found an eyewitness that saw Emily, her little friend Hila, and the mother of her little friend Raya being led away to the pickup trucks, open back pickup trucks, and taken away to Gaza. So she's officially in Gaza 100%.
What are you going to say to her when you see her?
The obvious, I love you, I love you. We've been waiting for you. We've been fighting for you in every way that we can. And then there's going to be a lot of, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't.
Oh, Dad, you can't blame yourself. You cannot blame yourself.
I'm in the guilt stage of grief, I guess. But yeah, I will be saying I'm sorry. I didn't come to save you. I couldn't protect you. Yeah, that's the hardest part.
A late birthday, perhaps?
Oh, God, yeah. Or Christmas, at least. I'm an Irish Catholic. I'm an atheist.
Well, there'll be plenty of people there then. The chairs might not match, but you'll have plenty of people around the table.
Definitely, yeah, yeah.
Including your little girl.
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen the pictures. I have maybe one or two pictures where she's not smiling. Out of hundreds of pictures, she's always smiling. She was always singing, dancing, doing handstands, cartwheels. Very energetic, lovely little child.
Yeah. Well, you're a religious man, obviously, so, you know, with the grace of God, you'll see her again very soon.
Yeah.
I do hope so.
At least Christmas dinner together.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Thank you. I'm sorry to have to put you through that again.
It's okay. Anything to get her back. Anything and everything to get her back.